Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fredericksburg, Virginia for the Coast to Coast Conference Women's Basketball Finals. My name is Noah Adcock-Howarth, joined as always by Alex Ferguson here on UMWathletics.com in a matchup that begs the question, is it David versus Goliath or is it Bug versus Windshield? Mary Washington has lost the last 9 games against the Christopher Newport Captains, who are the #1 team in the nation, have won 24 in a row. They're 25-0 this season. They have not lost since the 3rd round of the NCAA tournament last year, the 3-time reigning conference champions. Mary Washington pulling off the upset yesterday. They are the host team. They are the visitors on the scoreboard, and they're trying to pull off something that no other team has been able to do this year. Perg, how can they do that?
For the Eagles today, they're going to have stingy defense. The Captains score 87.4 points a game. They know how to get the ball to go. The 2 times they've played the Eagles this year, though, they've only been 18% behind the arc, something the Captains have been about 34% behind the arc all year. If the Eagles can prevent threes from going in and an offense control the ball, CNU they have about 30 turnovers per game. The other team does. If the Eagles can control the ball and have good offensive possessions, they're going to have a chance this game. For the Captains, they averaged about 13-point lead in the first quarter all year. They need to be able to get out to an early lead and show everybody else that they are the better team, and they're going to be able to win this game if they do that.
2 very familiar lineups for both sides. First for the Eagles in their all-navies with the red trim. They won in those last night. Carissa Highlander in the middle. Keegan Schwab and Megan Baxter are the guards. Ashley Martin and Jordan Carpenter, who's had double-doubles in her last 2 ball games. For the Captains, it's Gabby Sandiego, Sondra Fan, Hannah Kaloy, Katie Rader, and Anaya Simmons. Simmons, for the 2nd year in a row, the Division III leader in field goal percentage. Bill Broderick and Dina Appleberry have faced off as head coaches time and time again. Broderick in his 10th year, Appleberry in her 19th with their respective schools. A win tonight for Bill Broderick is number 250 in his career. Jordan Carpenter ready to jump, still waiting on the Captains, who are in the white with the royal blue, going left to right on your screen. Eagles going right to left, so it'll be Simmons and Carpenter to jump as we get ready to go. Eagles lost by 20 here earlier in the season, 69-49. They lost 74-49 in Newport News. Carpenter wins the jump, Baxter has it, and let's play some ball. Schwab in the face is Rader. Good ball movement from Mary Wash early. Carpenter at the stripe trying to get the angle. Can't get the ball to fall. Got the inside track on Hannah Kaloy, but no dice.
Good job by Jordan Carpenter there, finding the lane. Just doesn't get to the fall.
Everything has run through Carpenter the last 2 games. Eagles a 62-point win in the first round over top of Mount Mary. They won by 15 last night over UC Santa Cruz, who had been receiving votes in the top 25. Here's Sondra Fan driving, kicks back. Simmons, pump fake, got Highlander up in the air. A collision between 2 Eagles, and a charge is called on Anaya Simmons.
Anaya Simmons started rolling downhill, dropped her shoulder. Eagles draw the charge to start the game off. There's that stingy defense we were talking about. If they can draw charges and get CNU to be a little more on the toes.
Eagles trying to deal with the press. Baxter just threw it right off the back of Ashley Martin. Wasn't ready for the return pass. Fan pumps, drives, blocked, and a foul is called on Schwab. Sondra Fan going to the line.
Keegan Schwab had a closeout on the 3-point shot. Got no help defense. This is a good foul. As number 15, Soldier Fan takes the lane and draws the foul.
Fan, a reigning All-American, shoots 84%, makes the first one. Gets the Captains on the board first 60 seconds in. The turnover was granted to Ashley Martin. Could have easily gone to Megan Baxter. Baxter has been seeing ghosts every time she takes on the Captains. 7 and 9 turnovers, respectively, in those 2 matchups. She has struggled mightily to break the press. Coming off a strong game last night, she's going to have to build off that momentum. Gets across, Martin, Highlander, and now back to Baxter at the volleyball line. Halfway through the shot clock, it's at 15. Down to 10, here's Ashley Martin. Drives, floater, not a good look. Carpenter offensive board. She got hit, and she'll go to the line. It's Sondra Fan with her first personal.
Jordan Carpenter, the focal point of this Eagle offense. Good job getting the ball going to the line.
Carpenter rims home the first one. Jordan's been much improved in the back half, now over 70% on the season from the stripe. Fans still asking for an explanation from the ref on how that was a foul on her. And to be fair to her credit, it did seem like most of the contact came from Anaya Simmons.
That's exactly right.
San Diego, the point guard, bringing it up all the way to the cup and lays it in. First field goal for either side. It's Gabby San Diego.
Gabby San Diego taking it herself. The up and under on the left side of the basket gets the fall.
4-2 Captains, minute 50 in. Carpenter, good screen and roll, lays it home. She's got all four.
Jordan Carpenter through the contact, gets that layup to go. First field goal for the Eagles.
No trouble for the Captains to break the press of the Eagles. Here's Simmons down low on Highlander. Turns about, stepping through, got away with the travel, can't get it to go on the reverse. Schwab picks up her dribble in the face of San Diego. Quick hands from Katie Rader. Baxter runs it down nonetheless. Schwab into traffic, can't get it to go.
Here's a Highlander, backs down, doesn't get it to fall. Captain showing great defense here in this game.
Absolutely stuffed by Ashley Martin. San Diego quick as can be, but at 5'1", whenever there's congestion in the lane, she's more than likely to be on the wrong side of it. Carpenter trying to get the angle, no good. Again, defense strong from Kaloy.
That's a tough angle. She had a one-on-one. That's always going to be a hard angle, especially backs down later in the game. Not always going to fall.
Carpenter 1 of 3. The Eagles are 1 of 5 from the field. Kaloy goes stumbling. Baxter 2-on-0. Takes it herself. Makes the layup.
Hannah Kaloy tries to draw the foul by flopping a little bit. Doesn't get it to go. Easy layup for Megan Baxter.
Fan, the greatest three-point shooter in recent history for the Captains. Second all-time in scoring and threes. Had open range there. Not able to connect. First lead of the night for UMW. They're up 6-4. Martin to Baxter. Catch and shoot. Left it short. Front rim, no good.
Jordan Carpenter slipping after the screen. Easy pick and roll. She keeps doing that. She's going to get a lot of points tonight.
Fan to Simmons outside. San Diego. Catch and shoot, no. Gabby San Diego, not a bad look. Neither side able to get hot from 3. Captains now 0 for 3. Carpenter cherry picking, easy.
Jordan Carpenter wide open, caught the Captains sleeping.
Fan trying to do the same thing, and she'll draw the foul on Highlander. Second time tonight. Sondra Fan will go to the stripe.
Boy, no, this is going to be a fast-paced game tonight.
Addie Reiner in for Megan Baxter. 4 changes for the Captains. See Olivia Giles, Hannah Orloff, Camille Malagar, and Haley Kellogg, with the shooter Fan to be replaced as well by Lauren Fortescue, the grad transfer from Salisbury.
Like you said earlier in this game, Megan Baxter just got subbed out, but she had a great game yesterday. Her confidence seems to be carried over to this game today. She struggled against the Captains, but she has been a great point guard for the Eagles early in this game.
Fan now 3 of 4 from the stripe. All 3 of her points have come from the line. In comes Fortescue. Second line defense is strong for the Captains. Eagles break the press. Reiner nearly walled off on that sideline. Gets the pass to Martin and then Carpenter. 4.5 in, just shy of that mark in the first quarter. Schwab pull up from just inside the elbow. It's good.
Keegan Schwab gets to go, but I'll tell you right now, the Eagles need to slow down their heart rates. They're moving way too fast. This lead is not going to be able to be kept up. They keep moving this fast.
Eagles up 10-5. This is the largest lead they've held over CNU in any of the 3 games. It's the first time they've led by more than 1 anyway. Malagar into contact. Foul is called on Schwab. That's going to be her second.
Schwab is doing a good job. Brought her hands down last second. It's going to be a foul every time. Her having 2, it's not going to be good for the Eagles. She's the second leading scorer behind Jordan Carpenter.
Schwab and Highlander both out. Sydney Sherman, Molly Sharman check in. Camille Malagar, highest free throw shooting percentage on the team at 92%. Knocks down the first one with ease.
The matchup to watch right now, Noah, is going to be Hannah Orloff and Sydney Sherman down in the paint. If Orloff can have her way, the Captains are going to get easy points and bring themselves right back into this game.
Captains have done well, 5 of 6 from the stripe. That's where 5 of their 7 points have come from. Down low for Sherman, against Orloff, fades away, misses everything.
Not a good shot by Sydney Sherman.
Haley Kellogg able to rep away that offensive board. Carpenter not able to grab it. Here's Fortescue, 4:40 to play. Fortescue fires in and out. Sherman rips down the board over top of the 6'3" Orloff. Into Sherman. Sherman can't get the roll. Molly Sharman had a good look on a step through, couldn't connect. Sydney Sherman trying to grab that offensive board, couldn't secure it. Had Hannah Orloff draped on top of her ponytail. Orloff's going to sit. Hannah Kaloy going to come in, and we are at the media timeout. Boy, as fast of a first as you could see. Eagles up surprisingly 10-7. They've come out hot. Captain's ball. Bill Broderick has been the king of timeout adjustments. Anytime the Eagles have seemed to get momentum in this matchup, he's drawn up the perfect countermeasure to shut it down. See if he's got it here. Driving Giles back outside. Downhill, too strong from Fortescue. Rebound comes from Hannah Kaloy. Fortescue dancing on Sharman, throws it up, no good. Refs letting him play both directions, taken away by Malagar. Fortescue, mid-range, good. CNU ends a stretch of 6 consecutive missed field goals. It's a 1-point game.
Fortescue finally finds the bottom of the basket.
The lob to Carpenter, the alley-oop. She had time to get set and just overshot a little too much from the junior. She's 2 of 5.
Great job by the Eagles keeping the fast-paced offense.
Travel from Fortescue. The 5th-year senior, 0 of 3 from the field, her first turnover. And the starters coming back en masse for the Captains.
Captains have so much depth on their team that when their subs come in, it doesn't really feel like their subs are in. Able to keep the same pace the whole time.
Megan Baxter in for Adeline Reiner. Dangerous pass, but it finds its way to Molly Sharman. 3:15 to play in the first. 2-minute dry spell for the Eagles. Rejected strong by Haley Kellogg. Sharman tried to slip it underneath, and the Captains were having none of that. Fan calls for the screen and gets it from Kaloy. Fan, no good, and a late whistle comes in. The foul is on Carpenter, and for the 3rd time in this quarter, Fan's going to the stripe.
It's going to be Carpenter's first, but after all that fast-paced offense, they're finally going to get a break. Number 15, Sandra Fan goes to the line. Going for the fadeaway jumper on the block. Doesn't get it to go, but gets the foul called by Jordan Carpenter.
4 fouls on the Eagles, 2 on the captains. 3 recipients of those have been Sondra Fan. She's now 4 of 5 at the line.
This almost seems like a neutral site tonight. A lot of CNU fans in this crowd.
Sondra Fan hits them both. CNU's done such a strong job of keeping in-state talent to stay home. They've drawn from the Commonwealth well. So a lot of parents and fans able to make the trip, whether from hometowns or from the 2 hours south in Newport News. 11-10, captains have scored the last 6. The lob to Carpenter, got space. Simmons took a tumble. Carpenter has 8.
Jordan Carpenter had it the whole time, directing the offense, got right around Anaya Simmons.
Martin strips it from behind. It's captain's ball still. Here comes Carissa Highlander back on. A brief break for Carpenter. Olivia Giles in for Anaya Simmons, who's been unusually quiet here in the first.
Wow, Jordan Carpenter had Anaya Simmons' number on that possession. She goes to the bench with 8.
Can the Eagles find a way to score without Carpenter on the floor, who has 8 of the team's 12? Beautiful step through from San Diego.
San Diego could have got called for a travel there. Left a little early on her feet. She gets the bucket to go.
Sharman, cross court, mid-range, Martin, it's good, and she knew it off the hand. Ashley Martin, her first field goal.
Martin finds herself on the board to give the Eagles the lead again.
Banked in by Olivia Giles. Back and forth. Both these offenses starting to figure it out. 15-14 captains. Baxter trying to out-dribble it. Charge called on Megan Baxter. Giles was straight up, just barely got to the spot in the nick of time, and the extension of the forearm by Baxter is what drew the person.
That's exactly right. She barely got her feet set, but she did. Head coach Gina Appleberry not happy about that call, as she thinks the refs did not have the right angle on that.
Minute 30 to play. San Diego step through to Fan. Nice pump fake, gets some space. Back to the corner. San Diego turning around, 1 foot, then the other, it's good. Gabby San Diego heating up. She's got a team-high 6.
Gabby San Diego, poetry in action, right around 3 UMW defenders.
2-on-1, Martin had the angle, doesn't get the roll. Hannah Kaloy, perfect transition defense, filled the lane, not allowing for the 2-on-1 to be performed properly. Fan, skip pass, wide open Raider. No. Foul called, and it's on Olivia Giles.
Wow.
Highlander then tripped up by Hannah Kaloy after. This one's going to get physical. That's not a surprise to anybody. Simmons and Malagar in for the captains, along with Haley Kellogg. Lexi Miller on for the first time. Addie Reiner checks on along with Jordan Carpenter. Some mass changes for both.
Physical game so far. Dina Appleberry not happy. Wanted the call earlier.
Malagar, ankles broken. She's way behind the play. Now she's limping. 5-on-4 to Carpenter. Step back is good. And a timeout called. Camille Malagar was taken down by the dribble move, went all the way to the floor, and now limping off.
Camille Malagar got put on skates. She already has a brace on that right ankle as she goes to the sideline.
Captains up by 1. Shot clock is off. 22 to play. Raider got way too much space. The pump fake made it too easy.
Lexi Miller got put in the dust by Raider. I don't know where she was going.
Just ripped away by Katie Raider in transition. Baxter pokes it away. Captains can set up a play with 6.4. Here comes Keegan Schwab for Lexi Miller.
Good job by Baxter to help her defense get back and get set. Last shot of the quarter is going to happen. I would imagine a set play. Getting Sondra Fan the ball for 3.
Fan on for Fortescue. 3 seconds to go. Simmons at the top, gets it to Fan. There is the three. No good on the roll. Eagles led by as much as 5. The captains come storming back with a 14-6 run. 19-16, the number 1 team in the nation and the top overall seed, leading by 3 after the first. Captain's ball out of the timeout. Ashley Martin's the lone player to have played all 10 minutes thus far. She's on the Mary Washington side with 2 points, 2 boards, and 2 turnovers. Carpenter has a game-high 10, along with 3 rebounds, 6 points, 2 boards for Gabby San Diego, along with a steal. She missed the first matchup between these two teams, but was lights out in the second one. Fan gets a handoff and a screen to Rader, and then Simmons. Pump fake to the basket, and one. Anaya Simmons initiates the contact, puts Highlander to the floor, and gets her first points of the night.
Captains came out a little slow, but they're starting to get comfortable now. Anaya Simmons going for the and one shot. Eagles are biting in a lot of these three-point fakes. Almost every pump fake, they're biting too much, and the Captains are getting such an easy lane to the basket. And when the rest of the team comes to help, it's a dish out for 3. Although the Captains haven't made one yet, they've been getting wide open looks.
Mary Washington, a top 40 defense in the nation, but that's been a problem by which they've been snake-bitten time and time again. Too much reliance on chasing after these pump fakes. It's cost them dearly in nearly every loss. Highlander has it booted by Rader, nearly off the scoreboard.
Wow, I thought we were doing a volleyball game for a second with how far that basketball went. Off the wall, maybe going for a trick shot.
Baxter, Schwab, catch and shoot, no. Not a bad idea, had the space for it.
Baxter's got to get back there.
6-point lead, largest of the night for the Captains. 22-16, 50 seconds in. Fan off the screen all the time in the world and still can't convert.
Had all day. They're getting so many open looks from 3. They just can't seem to find the bottom of the basket yet.
Captains 0 of 6 from deep. Eagles 0 of 2. Eagles have missed their last 10 three-pointers. 0 for 8 yesterday. A rushed air ball from Sherman. Fan, Rader, 3. That's how you end the drought right there. Katie Rader.
There's that 3. Katie Rader, 38% from behind the arc this year, gets that one to go.
Keegan Schwab gets the screen. Carpenter rolled, but the lane was filled. Eagles offense being quieted quickly here. Scoreless in the first 2 minutes of the second. Multiple cuts. Sherman put on an island. Shot clock at 5. Baxter's got to do something. Lines up the 3. No.
Reiner and Carpenter both cut at the same time, just threw the Eagles for a loop. Could not get a good offensive possession there.
Up top is Haley Kellogg. Kellogg taking her time. Captains, this is what they do. They shut you down and they go on these runs that make it nearly impossible to come back from. Looking to keep that going. Sondra Fan. She's got 7 team high.
So Jafin having her way. Again, another travel that could have been called. A lot of these players are getting on their feet early. Just depends on the referee crew whether they call it or not.
Here comes Carpenter with the left and just blows by Hannah Orloff. Correction, that was Hannah Kaloy.
Carpenter going right by Hannah Kaloy, putting her right in for the easy bucket.
Carpenter has 12 of the Eagles' 18. Sherman tips it, Reiner steals it. And a charge called on Addie Reiner. The Eagles continue to trap themselves in transition along that right-hand side. And the captain's defense, whether it's Reiner, whether it's Fan, whether it's San Diego or somebody else, just letting them run right into trouble.
I don't know if she got her feet set or not. Nonetheless, Dina Appleberry talking to her backcourt. Both Megan Baxter and Evelyn Reiner on the bench over there. Captain's going to get the ball up by 9, about 7 minutes left in the quarter.
And you could see Reiner never look to the center of the court. As soon as the ball was tipped into her hands, she had eyes straight down, knew exactly where she wanted to go, and the captains were ready for it. Malagar off the pump fake. It's good.
Malagar coming right back into the game, getting an easy bucket. Had Ashley Martin turn towards the lane. Step back, Jay's good.
Martin just checked back in. First touch for Liz Dufresne, the leading scorer off the bench. The lob to Carpenter. She gets the roll on the alley-oop.
Finally gets the lob to go over Hannah Orloff and Anaya Simmons. Good pass by Dufresne.
Captain's the number 3 offense in the nation. So many options. San Diego now Fortescue. Over to Malagar. The triple is in and out. Second chance. Orloff yanked it away from her own teammate. Both her and Simmons had hands on it. Captain's rebound either way. 10 on the shot clock after a fresh 20. Fortescue to Simmons. Now at 4. Fortescue has to put it up. Turns the corner. Lobs it up and in.
Fortescue gets it to go. Had her eyes on the ball the whole possession. She gets one back.
Eagles getting sloppy, getting lazy, and the defense is making them pay. It feels like a home game for the captains. This gym is going crazy with CNU faithful. It's 33-20 at the timeout. CNU starting the second quarter on a 14-4 run. The top seed was 16-point favorites, and they lead 33-20 here at Ron Rosner Arena. Captains on a 25-game win streak, the lone unbeaten left in D3. Wire-to-wire top seed after being upset in the Sweet 16 last year by Trinity. Dufresne to Sophia Pavlich, who just checked in for the first time at the timeout. Eagles just look confused and frenzied with the ball in their hand. Pavlich just drops a pass that would have led to a wide-open layup.
Pavlich wide open. Jordan Carpenter found her on the cut. Just could not get it to go. They're starting to get lazy with the ball. This captain's press is almost unbeatable if the Eagles don't look at the center of the court. But even on the half court, they're still getting beat.
Turnover number 7 for the Eagles. CNU already shoots nearly 47% for the field. They're at an even 50 tonight, 12 of 24, despite being 1 of 8 from deep. Simmons backing down, stepping through. Anaya Simmons making it look way too easy.
Anaya Simmons having her way in the paint once again.
There are very few players who make this game look as simple as Anaya Simmons does. Carpenter on the and one off the miss from Sharman. Jordan has 16 and 4 and goes to the line.
Jordan Carpenter wanted that one. She got it. And one would be big here to start the Eagles' run. Before the Eagles scored, CNU was on a 16-4 run just in the second quarter alone. They come away in the first, but in the second quarter they started to take this game away after having a slow start.
Eagles, all 7 points have come from Jordan Carpenter this quarter. 16 of the 23. Out of the hand of the lone all-conference first team honoree for the Eagles. Schwab was also second team. Martin just takes it out of the hand of Simmons. Lost her dribble and just gave it up. 1 step forward and 2 steps back for this Eagles team every single time.
Eagles struggling to keep it together. They get breakaways. They just can't take advantage of them.
And we talked about it last night of the game between Mary Washington and UC Santa Cruz. To beat the CNU squad, you have to play perfect, and they have to be off their game. They've been missing threes. Nice job by Dufresne to save that. But the Eagles have been far from perfect, especially in these last 10 minutes played, and they just have not been able to cut this deficit back to single digits. Sharman to Martin halfway through the shot clock, 3:40. Spun to Miller, just chucks it up with the left-hand side, and a blocking foul is called on Camille Malagar. That'll be the team's second, and for Malagar, it's her second as well.
Eagles have struggled. This captain's fast-paced offense. You need a lot of cells for the Eagles, but the Eagles currently have 0 bench points on the night compared to the captain's 12. They need their bench to step up and start making shots, start having good cuts. We've seen some missed cuts. We've seen people cut at the same time. Just have to find a way to get some shots to fall.
Lexi Miller gets the first bench point of the night for Mary Washington. That's been one of the key deciders every time these two teams have matched up, as Miller makes it 2 for 2, is the lack of bench scoring for the Eagles. For whatever reason, Liz Dufresne seems to drop lower and lower in minutes. She's been a microwave scorer, kind of the 6th man for this Mary Wash team. But in the entirety of this tournament, she really hasn't seen a lot of action and just hasn't been able to get shots to go from deep when she does have minutes. Fortescue to the basket. Dufresne got a block clean with the hand, but unclean with the body. It's her first personal, and Fortescue will shoot a pair.
Fortescue backing down. One of the more elusive players on the CNU roster. Finds her way, had a good look at the basket. Only way Dufresne was going to stop it was by fouling her. She did just that. But exactly what you're saying. No, it's going to come down to Dufresne being able to make shots, especially from behind the arc. She wants to keep these minutes up. Maybe that's why she hasn't been getting as much time, just because the shots have not been falling. And she is. Her reason for being on the court is to be a sharpshooter.
Last touch by Miller. Fan with the hustle keeps it after the Fortescue miss. Fortescue now with 3 points. Lauren Fortescue, a 5th-year senior, going to that Kevin Durant, Trey Barber school of if you can't beat him, join him. After 4 years at Salisbury, falling to CNU in the conference semis last year, she joins the captain, San Diego, with the and one right there.
Gabby San Diego may be 5'1", but she seems to always have the right ankle down in the paint as she gets that one to go and go for the and one to bring this lead to 14.
San Diego was held scoreless last night in the blowout win over Finlandia. Put up just 4, went 1 for 6 shooting the last time these two teams met, but she's already eclipsed that here early. Eagles trailing 39-25, 3:05 to play in the half. Dufresne nearly loses her dribble. Captain's up 20-9 in this quarter. Down low, Carpenter going against Orloff, had it hit, and a foul is called. Boy, that one looked clean.
Carpenter going to go to the line. The leading scorer for the Eagles so far tonight was 17. Next best is 2. She has been the focal point for the Eagles, and someone else has to get involved if they're going to want to bring this lead back. Captains and head coach Bill Broderick, they're going to find a way to be able to contain her and be able to stop her. Someone else has to start scoring.
Carpenter is now 5 of 5 at the stripe. She has a game-high 19. Molly Sharman will sit. It'll be Megan Baxter, the sophomore out of Chantilly, to check back on. 2:53 to play. Mary Washington offense has been better tonight than it has in the first two meetings, where they put up 49 in each game, 27 here through 6 or 17 plus minutes. But the Captains offense is not missing a thing. Fortescue to the line again. Right into Baxter she goes. Baxter can't believe it. That's Megan's second. She's the third Eagle with multiple fouls.
Baxter not happy about that one. Her first defensive foul of the night. Other one was on a charge. Captains now in the bonus for the rest of the quarter. 2:34 left remaining. As they get to 40 and take a 13-point lead in this game.
Fortescue has 4, half of her points from the stripe, 1 of 5 from the field, but 2 of 3 from the line. No good from the Pennsylvania native, so both times she's gone to the line, she's made the first, missed the second, and then the Captains have nearly gotten the offensive rebound on both. That one a jump ball with possession arrow, giving it to the Eagles.
Yeah, Fortescue almost got her own rebound. Her and Ashley Martin jostling for it. Referee instant to call that jump ball and not let anything else come out.
Megan Baxter doubled on the inbound. San Diego and Fan right with her. 40-27, 2.5 to play in the first. Sherman, Martin thought about it and goes back to Dufresne, trying to step through, charge. Sondra Fan draws her second of the night. Third charge called on the Eagles this evening.
Yeah, Dufresne kind of let her body into it. That call could have gone either way. Goes the Captain's way this time. They're going to try to soak this clock up.
San Diego waiting patiently for things to develop. Gets it to Fan. Another pump fake creating space. Back out San Diego. Extra pass to Raider. And back again. Shot clock at 4. Here comes San Diego downhill. Air ball. Might have been tipped by Baxter. Megan gets it across and slows it down. 100 seconds in the half. Dufresne has a screen. Just walled away completely by Raider. Carpenter.
Wow.
Straight up was Orloff, and it didn't matter.
They have not found an answer for Carpenter. She is 21. Next best in the Eagles is 2. But the Eagles starting to get a little more jumpy on defense. Captains have great plays set to get wide open threes and wide open shots.
Fan at the top, downhill. Dufresne a block and a foul is called from behind. That's Dufresne's third. Highlander in for Sherman. Hannah Kaloy in for Hannah Orloff. Sondra Fan to the line where she's 5 of 6 already. Reiner in for Dufresne with 63 seconds.
Eagles just 11 of 24 from the field. Jordan Carpenter is 8 of 11. Means the rest of the team is 3 for 13.
Simmons swaps out for Raider. Now Raider's going to jump in, replacing San Diego on the offensive blocks. Captains have missed their last, or 2 of their last 3 and 3 of their last 4 free throws. But this time, no need for an offensive rebounder. Sondra Fan gets it done on the back half. Baxter downhill, kicks it outside to Ashley Martin. Martin, baseline, stops, puts it up. No. Just straight up with the defense was the 6-footer, Katie Raider.
Ashley Martin got trapped. The only way she was going to get a shot out of that is if she got a foul call.
Captains have won the last 3 conference titles. The last 3 years it's been held, dating back to when it was the CAC, not the C2c. Fans spinning every which way. Back outside to San Diego. 3 seconds to get it up. Raider. Yes. Katie Rader's got 8.
Katie Rader gets to go as a shot clock expired. Shot clock off here. 10 seconds left for the Eagles.
Rader's the only player on either team who's made a 3. 5 seconds for Martin to get something up. Just chucks it off balance. Not a lot of contact, but Martin will take it. She'll go to the line for the first time this evening.
Eagles need these 2 free throws to fall to go into halftime. Down by 15 right now. So the number 1 team in the country just have not been able to get anything to go besides the Jordan Carpenter. And you know this Bill Project coach team is going to have an answer for her when she comes out in the second half.
Martin goes 1 of 2, up to 3 points on the day. That makes her the second highest scorer. And the final 1.6 tick off without an issue. Captains explode, pull away in the second. They led by as much as 16. They're up 44-30. 25-14 in the quarter. They're paced by San Diego with 9 and Malagar, one of 3 players with 8. Carpenter has 21 of the Eagles' 30, but it hasn't been enough thus far. The Captains are loud, they're into it, and they're doing everything we expected them to do en route to their potential 4th conference win in a row. We'll step away for 15 and be back with the final 20 of the Coast to Coast Conference Championship here on UMWathletics.com. Welcome back to Fredericksburg, ladies and gentlemen. Noah Adcock out alongside Alex Ferguson. Mary Washington led by 5 at one point. That feels like a lifetime ago. It's 44-30 Captains after a 25-14 second quarter. 4 players for the Captains with 8 or more points. San Diego has a team-high 9. Jordan Carpenter, the all-conference junior out of Chesterfield, has 21 of the Eagles' 30 along with 4 rebounds. Mary Washington 0 for 3 from deep. The Captains are 2 of 9. The only player on either side to make a 3 is Katie Rader. She has 8, 6 of which have come from behind the arc.
Yeah, Captains exploded on offense in the second quarter. Eagles kind of really couldn't control how fast they were playing. The Captains got them to bite on almost every single shot or every single pump fake they took. The Eagles needed to slow down their heart rate. They had to play their own defense. They struggled to play their own defense in the second quarter there. They fell into the Captains' lap.
Beautiful cut and picking right back up where they left off. There's Katie Rader. She's the first Captain in double digits.
And once again, the Captain's poetry in motion. A perfect play to start off the second half.
Baxter brings it up top for Highlander across to Martin. Martin spinning the fadeaway, catches glass, rim, and then last touch by Martin herself.
Ashley Martin got the pass from Carissa Highlander. She could have swung it one more time, maybe had a cut. And instead she took it herself, spun into 3 people, just kind of threw the ball up at the rim with about 24 seconds left in the shot clock. Not a good possession at all.
Fan off the feed from San Diego. And back up top to Simmons. Simmons 5 points, 4 rebounds. There's Rader again, and it's a foul called on Schwab. Schwab had ball, but the perpetual movement by the Captains forward forced Schwab to commit the hook, and that's the foul. Schwab, her third, immediately subbed out for Addie Reiner.
Schwab not happy at all about that call. I don't blame her. But once again, they got the ball in the back cut to Katie Rader.
Rader
so
knocks
easy
down
for the
her
Captains
first free
right
throw
now.
of the day, up to 11. The senior out of York knocks down Bo. She's at 12, and the lead is at 18. Captains have the first 4 points in the first 50 seconds of quarter number 3. San Diego just rips that pass away. Didn't even get the head around until she already had made contact with it. That's just veteran defense from the point guard. Reiner up top for Highlander. Baxter a deep 3, wide right.
Eagles, 2 straight games. They have been yet to make a 3. Yesterday, 0 for 8. Today, 0 4 from behind the arc.
Wrong time to go cold in the conference tournament. CNU, the type of team where unless you're running blazing hot, it doesn't make a ton of difference, but still being ice cold just exacerbates your problems even further. Shot clock down to 5, and they're bailed out by Ashley Martin with a reach in on Fan.
Ashley Martin just pokes at Sandra Fan. Trying to get around the screen, just couldn't do it. Captains get a reset shot clock.
San Diego waiting patient. Taking the time, a pair of off-ball screens from the forwards. It frees up Hannah Kaloy. San Diego catch and shoot. A little bit long. Simmons had great pressure. Highlander tipped it right to Fan. Another chance for CNU.
Nia Simmons once again making her presence known in the paint. Whether it's going up for shots, whether it's getting rebounds, she's been killing it down in this game.
Rader, now Kaloy. Kaloy driving on Carpenter. Outside, Rader, that's been her spot at the buzzer, no good. Simmons, another offensive rebound. The Captains have had the ball for over 60 seconds.
At the end of this possession, it's going to be 1:30. The Captains have had the ball.
San Diego faked the pump and the handoff, had everybody fooled, but couldn't quite convert on the basket.
The Eagles finally get a rebound. They have to have a good offensive possession here.
Baxter gets the screen, goes to Highlander. Alone up top, now it's Martin. Eagles have not gotten the ball into the hands of Jordan Carpenter. Martin from the angle, no. Carpenter, there's the putback, and one right on cue. Jordan Carpenter, first touch, first basket. She's got 23.
Jordan Carpenter, how many times are we going to say it? The offense runs through her. 23 points. The next best is Ashley Martin with 3 points. She's 9 of 12 from the field this game.
Jordan now 6 of 6 from the stripe as well. 24 and 6 for the junior. Hannah Kaloy out. Hannah Orloff in, the sophomore out of New Jersey, checks on. Adding some length in that front court. Raider feeds San Diego, driving to that left side. Ball was poked away, and a foul is called. Martin dove for it, made contact with the lower half of San Diego, and Ashley Martin gets her second personal. It's the team's third.
Yeah, Ashley Martin's second foul at about 2 minutes. She's kind of going for the ball, trying to poke at it, trying to make something happen for the Eagles. Just can't get her hands on it.
3:20 into the third. Raider couldn't quite handle the pass, had another good cut. Time and time again in this quarter, she's been getting right behind the teeth of the Eagles defense. Baxter, Highlander, Reiner, and now Carpenter. Doubled by Simmons, jump ball, and it favors the captains. Anaya Simmons with the beautiful help defense.
And there's that help that I was talking about at the end of the second quarter. Bill Proucher's going to find a way to get Jordan Carpenter contained. That's going to come from Anaya Simmons helping on whoever she's backing down to the paint.
Malagar in for Raider. Ball ended up staying with the Eagles on the jump. Give and go. Ashley Martin, a great look off the feed from Carpenter.
Carpenter doing it all. It's her first assist of the game. Ashley Martin, great cut. Trying to help the Eagles come back in this game.
48-35. Orloff up top for Simmons. Back into the hands of the facilitator, San Diego. Everybody but Malagar has a touch this possession. Charge call on Sondra Fan. That's a little bit of embellishment there from Ashley Martin, but the Eagles will take it.
A little bit. Shoots to Hollywood for that one. Gets the call, though. Eagles get possession once again, trying to make a run of their own.
That's the second on Fan. Baxter got a little space from Malagar. Didn't quite recognize the look, so didn't take the shot. Martin up top for Reiner. 10 on the shot clock. Reiner just chucks it up the air ball. Carpenter, and one again. Hannah Orloff with the foul. Jordan has 26.
My gosh. Carpenter once again having the game of her career on the offensive side. 0 turnovers, 26 points.
In and out on the free throw. She's tied her career high with 26. 48-37 would have cut the deficit back to 10 if she would have hit it. Halfway through the third, Malagar down to San Diego. Baxter lets her shoot. Fan gets the offensive board. Steps through. Malagar, no.
Wow. Captains once again getting wide open shots.
Reiner, Highlander, extra pass. They've got somebody open. It's Baxter. Now Martin. They're not taking these wide open threes. Martin can't get the two. Ball's pinballing around. Martin dives for it. San Diego wrestles it away.
If they're getting these wide open shots, I don't mind them not taking them. They haven't been able to make them, have not been able to find a way. No need to waste a possession by just shooting an errant three and knowing how well the Captains have been rebounding this game. I like that. That was a good possession by the Eagles.
See, if you have that much time with people you know can shoot, at a certain point it's a little bit surprising. San Diego outside to Malagar. Here she comes baseline. Gabby San Diego wide open at the buzzer. No. Simmons called for a foul. Down low, we're going to see who it's on. It's on the Eagles.
On who?
Simmons was over the back, and then Highlander gave her a shove. The foul could have gone either direction. Simmons is a little worse for wear, and that's the third on Highlander.
I think a lot of bodies were jumbled up there. I don't think any foul should have been really necessarily called, but nonetheless, Highlander gets the foul. Cap's going to have the ball with this immediate timeout. 4 minutes left in the quarter.
Mary Washington has cut the deficit down to 11, 48-37 the score. Outscoring the Captains 7-4 in a low-scoring defensive third quarter. It'll be Captains ball underneath after the foul on Highlander. Kaloy came in for the Captains, Schwab in for the Eagles. There is Hannah Kaloy. It goes back to San Diego. A step back, now the step through. Another pump fake. Gives Kaloy space. Gabby San Diego's wide open, and she gets one to go. It was only a matter of time.
San Diego wide open. That's only brought by everybody in the Eagles biting at every jump shot the Captains are trying to take.
Highlander taking the three. No, Malagar and Carpenter got tangled up behind the play. Malagar ended up with the worst of it. Carpenter not happy about it.
Of all players taking the three, Carissa Highlander should not be it. If it's not falling for him, it's not falling for him.
Fan against Reiner, puts it up, doesn't get the angle. Highlander tips it to Carpenter. 2-on-2 in transition. Now Jordan slows it up. Looked like she wanted to take it on Malagar herself, instead gives it up. Now Carpenter through the body, no. Good defense from Kaloy.
23 versus 23. Kaloy wins that one.
Fan wide open basket.
Easy breakaway for the Captains as they come and press again.
5 straight points out of the timeout for CNU. Lead back up to 16. Schwab just chucks it up. There's a foul, and it's a blocking foul on the Captains. Going to go against Kaloy. That's her second.
I'll say, no, that was a lazy shot by Keegan Schwab. She had a wide open cut. She was just kind of jogging down there. She got the ball. It did not go up with authority. Just kind of threw the ball up. Hoping she got a foul. She got away with one there.
3 changes for each side. Giles, Fortescue, and it looks like Kellogg in for CNU. Pavlich checks in. Saw Sherman come on as well, along with Ashley Martin checking back on. Keegan Schwab in and out on the first one. 2 points on the night. That's her first free throw. The transfer in her second year from American. Trying to step up for her team. Hits that one. She's up to 3. 2.5 to play in the third. 15-point game. Hand off to Malagar. Downhill. Traveled. Couldn't hold that left foot.
There it is. Travel that Dita Apberry has been wanting all day. She finally gets it down to the paint.
Full court press doing everything it's supposed to. Dangerous leading pass. Got Baxter there, and she's just going to dribble all the way through everybody. Martin to Pavlich and right back again. Lob, Sherman got space, lays it in. Sydney Sherman, her first bucket.
Sherman gets to the board. Great pass. Easy bucket right over the captain's defense.
Carpenter has played 26 of the 28. She's currently out. Got to sit for about 45 seconds last time. Eagles need Sherman and Pavlich to step up down low, not just scoring-wise, but on the defensive glass as well, because the captains have been dominating. 8 on the shot clock, 100 seconds on the game clock. Here comes Malagar from the elbow. Gets the roll. Camille Malagar up to 10. 4 captains in double figures. Pull up from Schwab, long. Martin got hit, tapped away by Giles. The block keeps it with the Eagles. Anaya Simmons coming on for, originally it looked like Malagar, now it's Kaloy. Carissa Highlander in for Sophia Pavlich. And 2 more changes for the captains, Gabby Sandiego and Katie Rader.
This is a fast court for the captains on right now.
78 seconds remaining in the third. The lob, Highlander, able to Moss Fortescue, who was in solid position. Ball was kicked by Rader. She kind of just put a stop to it with the foot like it was a soccer ball. Tried to play it off and keep the steal, but no dice. Referee caught it, stays with the Eagles.
Gets into the set play, reset shot clock.
Rader just right there. She has not let the Eagles out of her sight. Katie Rader knocking that one away. Now it's a side out rather than underneath for Ashley Martin.
Watch Sheik and Schwab come around, and they're going to try to get the ball to her.
Baxter lobs to Sherman. The turnaround from the elbow. No good. San Diego collides with Baxter. The foul is on the Eagles. Megan Baxter, that's her third. And it's the team's 5th, it looks like.
Oh. I saw San Diego just throw her shoulder, throw her elbow into Megan Baxter. Nonetheless, captains of the bonus. Trying to tack on.
Looked like neither party had body control, but with Baxter not being set, although it did indeed look like San Diego initiated the contact, seems like it's the right call. 58 seconds to play in the third. 56-40 is the score. Eagles started off hot coming out of halftime. Captains have come storming back. Pass tipped by Fortescue. She saves it to Simmons. Simmons, whole building thought she traveled, gets away with it. Captain's wide open, Fortescue in the middle, lobs it in. No, but a charge on Fortescue drawn by Highlander.
I don't know how that wasn't a travel on Anaya Simmons. She almost practically did the splits in the court. But the Eagles wanted to take as much time as they can.
Highlander just overshot the pass trying to lead Simmons toward the cup. Gets bailed out by the foul.
The captains are just so fast on their transition offense. It just makes it so hard for the Eagles to get back, get a set defense, especially when that's when they're best. The captains not letting the Eagles exploit any of their strengths right now.
Sherman goes 1 for 2. Highlander grabs it. Fresh 20. 9 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Martin back to Schwab. Keegan driving on the right-hand side. Give and go. Right back. Keegan down the lane. Contact no. Sherman just puts it back up and gets the roll. Sydney Sherman has 5. 5 seconds to play. San Diego before the buzzer. Foul called on Baxter. That's her 4th.
San Diego with 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Tries going coast to coast. Draws the foul, and she's going to go to the line for 2 to tack on a few more points for the captains.
Baxter, the first player on either side with 4 fouls. San Diego hits the first one. She's now 3 of 4 from the stripe, has a team-high 14 to go with 3 assists and 3 rebounds. She hits them both. Reiner in for Baxter. Eagles have 1.7 to get a shot off.
Just don't commit a turnover.
Reiner gets it, 1 dribble, and the prayer is short. 58-43 the score. Mary Washington cut it as close as 11, but CNU never letting them back within double figures. Carpenter ties a career high with 26 along with 6 rebounds, but CNU in cruise control with 10 minutes to play in the conference final. Minutes left in conference tournament play. We appreciate you joining us here on UMWathletics.com. Noah Adcock out with Alex Ferguson. Captains have led for the last 26 minutes. They trailed by 5 early in the first. They've come roaring back, and they now lead 58-43, paced by San Diego's 15 and Raiders 12. Captains ball to start. Giles screen, back to Raider. Driving with the left. And 1. Katie Raider uncontested. Schwab got caught between playing physical defense and trying not to pick up foul number 4. She ends up not getting either one to go the way she wanted.
Katie Raider put on a clinic down low. Just going to help extend the Captains' lead to 18.
Pass makes its way to Schwab. Raider tied with the team high for 15. Reiner in for Jordan. Outside Schwab, catch and shoot. Left it long. Good box out. Reiner tips it in over the back, called on Addie Reiner.
I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but the Eagles are going to have to find a way to make it 3 if they want to get themselves back in this game.
Seems lukewarm at best as far as takes go. 61-43 the score, 50 seconds into the fourth. San Diego taking their sweet time, bring it up. Simmons going to work down low. Martin trying to tie it up. Gets it picked up. Jump ball is called. Possession arrow. Favors the Eagles.
They keep the press on. Oh, my.
And that's why Fortescue takes it away. Martin, a lazy pass. Reiner doesn't move towards the ball, and Fortescue just slips under the offensive player, pokes it away, and takes it before it drops out of bounds.
I've never seen a press work so well as it has today.
Fortescue right back to Simmons. San Diego outside with 7. Lauren Fortescue for 3. Unable to get it.
Ashley Martin does not bite a San Diego jumper.
Martin just lost her dribble. Simple as that. That's her 6th turnover. That's a career high. Sondra Fan, Megan Baxter checking on. Giles and Reiner, the respective subs. Martin out, Sharman on for Appleberry squad.
Again, just to recap for a second, for the Eagles, Jordan Carpenter has 26. The next best is Shitty Sherman and Ashley Martin with 5. For the captains, 4 players are in the double digits.
San Diego in the corner, back up to Rader. Towards the basket. Highlander was in the restricted area, it looks like, trying to get straight up, unable to draw the charge. That'll be Carissa's 4th. She's the 3rd Eagle with 4 fouls.
Katie Rader, good awareness. I do think she threw the ball up before she was able to draw contact. But nonetheless, gets the call on Carissa Highlander. Raiders starting to get into a little bit of foul trouble.
Raiders hit all 4 of her free throws. She's got a team-high 16. A win tonight for CNU gives them their 4th consecutive conference championship. It gives Bill Broderick his 250th career win. And it all but confirms that CNU will be the number 1 overall seed when we head into tournament play. The bracket's going to be revealed Monday afternoon at 2:30. Fan nearly a takeaway. Sharman can't grab it. Carpenter can't grab it. CNU ball. Barry Washington, by virtue of a win over top 30 opponent UC Santa Cruz last night by 15 nonetheless in the semis. Likely going to give them a solid chance, but not a guarantee for an at-large bid. CNU, of course, has been fine for a long time. Charge on San Diego, who can't believe it. Baxter will take it. It would have been her 5th. Instead, it's San Diego's 1st.
Yeah, win or loss, a close game for the Eagles today would have obviously helped their chances to get an at-large bid. Like you said yesterday, a win over the Banana Slugs is going to all but help the resume come Monday afternoon.
Captains are on a 5-0 run in the first 2.5 of this quarter. The lob down to Jordan, try to kick it back out to Sharman, poked away by Fortescue. Jordan's first turnover this evening. It brings the team total up to 14. Captains out rebounding the Eagles 28-22, including 8-6 on the offensive side, 8 steals to 4 for the Eagles. And again, those bench points, 16 for CNU, 7 for UMW. Fortescue a little bit short. Jordan in transition. Simmons pokes it away. Fortescue in transition. Steps through to Rader. No. Rader got hit. Would have been Baxter's 5th.
Nifty hands of Baxter to get the block.
Jordan couldn't fall with her footing, had the ball poked away by Simmons as she tried to come down with the offensive rebound. It was a nice step through from Baxter. Didn't have a lot of spin on it, and off the top of the glass it went. Sharman out, Ashley Martin in. Gabby San Diego takes a seat. Camille Malagar is her replacement. Sherman cuts and got hit. A late whistle on what appeared to be a straight-up Katie Rader. That's her 3rd.
Sydney Sherman drawing herself into that contact. Good job drawing the foul to be Katie Rader's 3rd foul. Sydney's only 2nd of the quarter. Eagles have 3 in this quarter.
Sherman hits the first one. She shoots just about 80% on the year. Hits that one. She's got 7. 2nd on the team. Hannah Orloff checked in before the free throws for Anaya Simmons, who gets a rare break. Down low goes Orloff and lays it in. Hannah Orloff with her first bucket.
Just beautiful offense once again by the captains. A back cut after getting the ball all the way swung around. Good off-ball screens. Perfect execution by the captains.
Sherman wanted to go up with the right, adjusted right before she left the ground, put it up with the left and laid it home. Sydney's got all 4 points for the corner.
The difference in this game has been the captains being able to make the offense work themselves, and for the Eagles, they've seemed to only not being able to get shots up if it's not Jordan Carpenter when the captains are screwing up on defense.
Carpenter with the takeaway, Martin bringing it up. Schwab to Baxter, the pump fake. Waiting up top, and there's a foul down below. Rader and Carpenter have had hand fighting going all day long. That's the first foul called away from the ball on either one of them. Rader with her fourth. Simmons replaces her. The lob overshot Sydney Sherman. No backcourt. She never touched it. Fan tips it into the Eagles bench.
Bad pass in the inbound. Once again, starting to get lazy late in this game for the Eagles. CNU offense has just been so quick.
Schwab was left wide open after Simmons came on the help defense to Carpenter. Good find from Jordan. Keegan knocks down just her second field goal of the day. Bill Broderick's going to call a timeout. Not happy with the defense, especially from Malagar and Orloff, it looks like, talking with his players as he comes in. Captain's still up 65-49. Not sure how the all-tournament team is going to shake out, and it's very rare for the tournament player of the week to be anybody that wasn't on the championship team. But if the Eagles can't mount some massive comeback, it's going to be hard to look at the numbers over the last 3 days and not give it to Jordan Carpenter.
Yeah, Jordan Carpenter has far and away been the best player in this tournament. She had 26 points today, tying her career high from, yesterday?
Back at Randolph-Macon was her 26, but this is her third game in a row with 26. She's 3 points away, or third game in a row with 20-plus. She's 3 boards away from her third consecutive double-double. San Diego's been good, Raiders been good, fans been good. All have been stellar for this captain squad, but Jordan has been on another level.
Yeah, the offense has ran through Jordan Carpenter. For the captains, the offense hasn't really ran through a specific player. Just their offense has been ran to perfection. In the first quarter, they couldn't really get much of shots up. Today, once again, the Eagles have held them to just 17.6% from behind the arc, 3 of 17, which is right on track for what they've been doing all year. All year, the Captains have been 18% from behind the arc against the Eagles, but they just find ways to make shots. That's why they're winning this game right now.
And MVPs, especially in the playoffs, as Orloff chucks it off the glass right there, often come down to who was the best player on the winning team. And that's certainly not a bad way to do it. But if you want to go by the definition of most valuable player, Carpenter has 53% of the Eagles' points tonight. Yeah. 26 of the 49. In terms of valuable and just value added, it's hard to look a different direction.
And that's exactly right. She's been on another level, and she just had that swagger all weekend. She knows she's been the best player on the court all weekend as well.
Fan pulls the deep 2. Rim, backboard, no. Over the back goes Hannah Orloff. Orloff's third. It's the team's fourth. Eagles are shooting free throws for the final 4:30.
Once again, as a player that is the tallest in the court, it's so hard sometimes not just to go right over the back of somebody and snatch that ball, but it's going to be a foul every time.
65-49 the score. We hit the final media timeout of the tournament. 4.5 remaining here in Fredericksburg. Eagles ball out of the media timeout. Baxter bringing it up, feeds to Martin with 4:20 to play in the championship ball game. 65-49. Eagles looking to break 50 for the first time this year against CNU. Carpenter got hit on the way up, didn't get it to go. Last touch by Lauren Fortescue. No, it's overruled.
Wow. The referee on our side of the court had the better angle, but the referee in the baseline overrules her. It's going to be Captains basketball.
The pull from the mid-range is pure water from Hannah Kaloy. Her first bucket, she's got 2 points, 5 rebounds.
Kaloy, great shot. Once again, the Captains offense has found every wide-open shot imaginable today.
Sherman, everywhere but in from beyond the three-point. San Diego all the way to the cup, lays it in. Gabby San Diego puts the lead up back to 20. 4 straight out of the timeout called by Bill Broderick. San Diego's got 17.
The fastest player on the court, San Diego once again takes advantage of it, going all the way to the basket.
Baxter trying to drive baseline from one side of the court to the other. Left alone in the corner. Turnaround, no. Carpenter rebound outside to Martin. Martin ranging through, no. Carpenter over 2 of them. Got hit, and a whistle sends Jordan to the line.
Might have been a flop by Jordan Carpenter that time. But at the same time, I think she got hacked. Carpenter's going to go to the line for 2. Captains are up by 20, just under 3 minutes left.
Reiner comes in for Martin, who limps to the bench, and Sondra Fan limping her as well. It'll be Katie Rader who has to check in for. Both will be checked on by their respective trainers. Carpenter hits the first one. That's the new career high. 27 and 9 rebounds in the conference championship. Jordan hits them both. She's at 28. For the first time this year, the Eagles have broke 50 against CNU. Good ball movement. Fortescue driving baseline. Gets her own miss. Second chance. She got hit on the way up by Sydney Sherman. Sherman's first, and Fortescue's going to the line.
For CNU, it's just so fun to watch their offense sometimes. Every player on the court seems to know where the ball's going at all points of time. They're all on the same page. They all have great chemistry. There's a reason they're undefeated for a reason, Noah, and we have seen it all on display tonight.
Obviously, we've only seen the teams that have come into Fredericksburg this year. So there's a limited point of view. But as you watch, Fortescue missed that one, and the Captains immediately grab the offensive rebound. It's hard to imagine there's a team better than them. There's a reason they've been wall-to-wall number 1. It's hard to say that it's going to take anything other than a Cinderella upset to knock them out this year.
As Kaloy gets another one to fall, her second bucket of the game. Captains putting on just such an impressive display today. Had a little bit of a slow start in the first quarter, even though they were ahead at the end of the first quarter. They've just came right back out. Bill Broderick led this team to a 21-point lead.
Contact. Both players appeared to be straight up. Kaloy and Simmons. There was contact with the body. We'll see who the foul gets gifted on. It's Simmons. That's her second. Jordan to the line, where she's 8 of 9 tonight. Baxter out. Sharman off. Baxter limping a bit as well. Carpenter up to 29. And with Baxter, Martin, and Fan, those are 3 players that, assuming the Eagles do get an at-large bid, you need to get healthy over the next 5 days.
Yeah.
You don't have a lot of time to play around, and it's win or go home from here on out. Under 2 to play, Captains leading 72-53. San Diego just letting that clock run down en route to conference tournament championship number 4 in a row. Outside, Rader, not quite. Simmons able to moss Carpenter. Gives them a fresh 20, and they'll bring it back out for San Diego. Time continues to drop out of the hourglass. And this great crowd that we've had that has swung towards the Captains all night gets on its feet. They can smell what's coming. Air ball from San Diego. Rebound for Simmons. The shot clock should not have reset. And so the referees will go over to the scoring table.
Seems it's going to stay with the captains. Yeah, like you said, shot clock did not reset. It should not have reset. It would have expired. With the captains and their traveling fans, they've traveled so well today, getting a standing ovation as they're up near a minute left in this game.
San Diego throws it up and throws it in. What a move going down to the wire.
Wow. That's going to cap it off for the captains. An impressive night. San Diego tied Katy Raider for a team high with 17.
5 players on the ground between the two teams. Jump ball goes to the captains. Carpenter was able to get it to Sherman as she started to lose her balance. Not contact, just was fading away. Sherman immediately just sent it right back and they couldn't connect. Captain's gonna empty the bench, get the deepest of reserves in here for the final few ticks in the title game. San Diego, Simmons, and outside for Raider. Raider fires away, left it short. Sherman tosses it to nobody. Carpenter's there. Shot clock is off. Sharman pumping this way and that. Reiner down low. Sharman throws it up and gets the and one. Her first basket of the day.
And who knows right now, every point counts for the Eagles, trying to get themselves in that large bid.
So the starters are done. That's the end of their tournament play. We've got McKenna Snively, Faith Henderson, Ashley Stedman, McKenna Zimmerman, and Taylor Rawls. 5 freshmen on. Schwab and Carpenter check off potentially their final time, depending here, at least for the season, at Ron Rosen Arena. Sharman hits the and one. Carpenter, 30 points, 9 rebounds. She had nothing left to give at the end of this. 36 minutes played. Rawls dribbles it out, and a foul is called on Sharman. Both teams in the bonus, so we're shooting free throws. This won't affect the score. This won't affect our friends in the desert. The Eagles were 16-point underdogs, and it's an 18-point game. This is all about Rawls' line. She's a 70% free throw shooter. She misses the first one.
Just Eagles, not much they can do. They put the best effort they could. They would have had to play perfect basketball tonight.
Dufresne shuts it off the glass at the buzzer. And for the 4th time in as many tournaments, the captains are conference champions. Simmons, Kaloy, Fan, and everybody that was a part of it gives Bill Broderick career win number 250. And the coast-to-coast crown is with the captains once more. San Diego with 19, 17 from Raider, 2 of 7 from deep after missing her last 5 threes coming into it. 10 each from Malagar and Fan. 26-0 and going dancing are the captains.
Outstanding effort by the number 1 team in the nation for D3. 25-0. Last time they lost in the Sweet 16 last year. Odds are they're going to be there again. This Bill Broderick team is set for success in the postseason, and the Eagles are going to be hoping, watching tomorrow afternoon, see that they get their at-large bid.
30 points for Jordan Carpenter, career high, the game of her life. Puts up 30 of the team's 56, just not quite enough. We'll try to stay with you here as we present the conference title trophy to the captains. But for everybody that made this possible, for the entirety of the weekend that helped out with the broadcast, with the video, and with everything, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you,
Yes.
whether it was 1 minute or every minute that you watch with us. It's been an honor. For my partner, Alex Ferguson, I've been Noah Adcock. Captains 75-56. Number 1 stays unbeaten.